What's going on YouTube? It's your boy ChasmRift here, and today we got ourselves a video. It's not really like a guide or anything, but it's kind of like a video of the resources I use whenever I go through the Pokemon and team building process. This is what I use as a player to gather information, collect data, and just help be a real guide and kind of like a lightning rod for my brainstorming when I'm playing Pokemon. So we're going over some websites. I'll be going over what I use them for, how significant they are for me, and the pros and cons to them, and why I feel like you guys should give these websites a try. So first things first, is pretty standard. We got Cerebi and Bulbapedia. If you call yourself a Pokemon fan, you know about these sites. You've been on them before. Pretty standard. The thing is, the reason why I feel like they're both great is the amount of information you can get about this. For example, we're gonna look at this Duraludon. So Cerebi, the pros and cons to Cerebi is that Cerebi is the go-to place for everything internal about the game related. Like if you want to learn about useful characters, you want to learn about in-game trades, if you're trying to do a certain dex or get a certain Pokemon, you want to learn about different locations. This is where Cerebi shines its best at. However, because they like to put everything all in one page, which is nice, I do find it to be a little bit tedious to try to go through and find the exact information you want. For example, the base stats right here for Duraludon, it's in this certain layout, which isn't bad. It's just that if I were to recommend a site for people to look at base stats for Pokemon, I'll recommend Bulbapedia. The reason I recommend Bulbapedia is because they give you a nice chart right here, and the nice chart has everything varied by color, and it also shows you how the base stats line up compared to one another with that little bar graph. So there is pros and cons to both of them. Going back to Cerebi, the pros will be Duraludon. I get to learn everything right here on the page. I get to learn that if I wanted to EV train against a Duraludon in the wild, I use 2 special attack points for battling it and defeating it. If I want to learn how fast it will get to level 100 in case I wanted to use, the experience candies, here it is, 1 million points. So it's medium fast compared to some Pokemon which takes 1.25 million. The egg groups, find it out right here. Not too different than how it is over there on Bulbapedia. And I used to get to learn more. I like how they line up everything. For example, I want to find Duraludon's max raid den as a Gigamax. Here it is right here, lined up on Cerebi. Click on here, and Control F, Duraludon, and we're just gonna scroll till we get to the last one. Yep, here you go. Durant, we don't care about you. Duraludons. So you got it all lined up here. Click on the raid den. Scroll down, learn about it. 5% rarity. It's possible to get a hidden ability. You're guaranteed TMs. Like, Cerebi is really great. They're very detailed on things like that. The reason I use Bulbapedia at times over Cerebi is because Bulbapedia has a little nicer layout for a lot of stuff. It's very more, I'll say the layout is very more user friendly. You scroll down here, you see the type effectiveness. You probably didn't even notice there was a type effectiveness when we looked at Duraludon. So here it is. Cerebi has it listed out according to this in a line order, and this is not too bad. It really isn't. I'm so used to Bulbapedia, however, personally, this is a preference. And when I come in, I know where to find the weak to part, where Pokemon is normally damaged by, where it's immune to, things like that. This is just my personal preference. I like looking at how they got it lined up here, the move list, because maybe I want to not only just find the moves, I want to see what level they'll take to get to them, or if they got to learn it through a certain method. Of course, Bulbapedia isn't as updated as Cerebi is right now, but once you give them enough time, I feel like you can go with either one, you wouldn't be too wrong. Just that Bulbapedia, for like hidden information, is pretty good. Like for example, it'll tell you if a move has a certain effect outside of battle. Like, let's look up Flame Body. You don't really get to see this on the main Pokemon description. This comes from the game right here, the flavor text. It says, contact the Pokemon may burn the attacker. But they tell you outside of battle, from Pokemon Emerald onward, if a Pokemon with Flame Body is in the party, even if fainted, the number of cycles it takes for a Pokemon egg in the party to hatch are halved. This effect does not stack with itself or Magma Armor. However, it can be stacked with Hatching Power, Pass Power, O-Power, Roto Hatch. See, Bulbapedia gives you the information that isn't necessarily thrown at you in-game. So, you get the point. The next site I think many of you know is Pokemon Showdown. Of course, I'm linking everything down below. I think the server is down for them because all I could do is just go on Team Builder. But this is basically a Pokemon simulator. it's best to be recommended to make an account. Come over here, click, choose name, make an account. Try to make the account for yourself, and you're all set. So Pokemon Showdown, I use this as a resource to help me with my team building. You know, I get to see the team visually, get to map out the EVs I want to use, the IVs, if I needed to change them, and just see what the Pokemon's capable of. I come here and I test it out in battle simulations. As you can see, these are some of the teams I built in the past, or if you see me battle with them before. But let's come over here. We'll just start putting Pokemon down. The thing about Scarabee is that when someone leaves like a spread, you can actually copy paste it by choosing from text. Let's say I choose Scrafty, give it AV, I want Intimidate. It has all the moves listed here. We'll do Brick Break. We'll do Brick Break. We'll do Detect. Even though I never really use Detect, I always use regular Protect. Brick Break, Detect. We'll use Fake Out if it's on here. What I don't like about Showdown though is as a doubles player, they put a lot of moves into the useless category, even though they're really strong everywhere else. For example, for example, Quick Guard. I understand that Showdown is meant for people who play singles and everything like that, but Quick Guard is a really good move when you're playing in the doubles format, and they have it put down there. So yeah, we'll build Scrafty like this. You know, as whatever, we'll just do max. We'll do max bulk, whatever, and then it has all the natures listed out. So we'll do Impish, max nature, Scrafty, just so I get a better just so they get a better understanding what I'm trying to go for with this team. Wow, they won't actually let me change what the team is based on. Oh well, that's fine. We'll look at this team right here. This is a team I got planned up on the line, and we're going to be battling with them soon. So I come over here, they show the moves, the items, their abilities. If I want to show it to people, I could import from text, and then this is where I copy paste it and put it into the video description. Showdown is pretty cool. The pros and cons to it is that, well, pros, you can come here, you can battle with a team, you can try things out, you can optimize the team without having to build them first. You know, that's pretty useful, especially when you may be building a team and you may not use all the Pokemon like in a recycled manner. So it's pretty good to come over here and just already know what you're getting yourself into if you ever built the team IRL. The cons is a lot of people who play Showdown only play Showdown. So that means that a lot of the things you may see somebody use a gimmicky strat, you may see someone use a really super sweaty strat, and you may see people do something that's very unorthodox. In Discord the other day, I said that I would never see myself purposely breeding for a 0 IV speed nature Pokemon, and imagine doing that 5 or 6 Pokemon on a team. I can't imagine myself doing that because that's a lot of headache, and I don't even use Trick Room enough to justify it. You may run into people on Showdown who have 0 IV speed Pokemon, 0 IV special attack or attack Pokemon, and you know they're battling with it because they're playing a simulation as if this is the perfect case scenario. A lot of people, they wouldn't do that IRL. I'm just gonna say that outright. You got some who would. You got some who may have friends who could just pass them on some Pokemon like Breedjects and all that. But what I'm saying is a lot of these people who are playing on these battles and teams, they're not really gonna build the team they're battling with. And the thing is, you never know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. That's why I say whenever you come on Showdown, take the matches with stride, whether you win or lose. If you win and you're just using a new team, yay. If you lose, don't feel too bad. You're battling with a new team. I don't necessarily put much stock value into laddering, especially since I'm playing doubles, because like I said, I'm here to lab and try out new teams. If I did care about laddering, I'd probably just use the same team, just battle my way up, and then change things out here or there with the team. Since I'm using various different teams, I use Showdown just to ladder, just to try out what I want to try out, and yeah, it leads to my ladder results. I got a winning record, but I don't put much value into it. So let's move on to the next one. I know this is getting pretty long. This is a site I use called PokemonForever.com. Right now they're not updated, but this site would probably be your best friend. I really like the site when it is updated with the current games and everything, because on here it shows you the Pokemon, what they're weak to, and depending on what moves you put on the Pokemon, it shows you like how strong they are. So we'll go with the Golden Boy, Scrafty. So it says we got nice coverage to Psychic. We're immune. 0 means they can't hurt us. Dark type coverage. We resist it by 1/4 because we're dark and fighting. 1/2. We resist rock because of our fighting type, and we resist ghost because of us being dark. Okay? What we're weak to? We're weak to fighting and flying. Just regular weakness. We're ×4 weak to fairy. This is all they teach you everything that you're weak to. If you're balanced, it's in the green. If you're unbalanced, you should probably be wary of it when you're building your team. So that's what it does. What I mean by this being pretty not up to date is, let's say I want to look up Duraludon. Look, it shows Durant. It doesn't show Duraludon. So they don't have all the Pokemon yet. But when they do, it becomes your best friend. So let's do. This is one of the old team builders I did for Gen 7. This is the infamous Wigglytuff team that I built, that you guys love. So this is everything. When the whole team's built, it shows you everything. Like, hey, this is what we cover, you know, with our typing. This is what we're weak to. We are weak to flying. Like, we have no real coverage against it, and we're weak to ice. With this knowledge, I go into the matches already knowing, like, hey, we're strong against this, we're weak against that. You know, let's put down Wigglytuff. We'll say it had Flamethrower. We'll say it had Ice Beam. And we'll say it had Thunderbolt. And screw it, Dazzling Gleam. Now put that on there, and then here it is. It'll show you like, oh hey, this is what we got coverage for type-wise with our moves. Because sometimes people don't actually think about that. Sometimes people go into a match and they realize, oh snap, we ain't got no fighting type moves. How are we gonna knock out a Snorlax, for example? Or, oh, we have no flying type moves. How are we gonna battle against XYZ Pokemon? Oh, we have way too many physical attackers. We should probably do something about that. This site is really great. When they do update everything, I recommend it. There are other team builders out there. I just don't know if there are other team builders that have everything like this. But by all means, if you can find something like that, then roll with it, because I recommend it. And then here is the holy grail of all sites if you're here to play doubles. Of course, this guy is meant to be used for anybody who plays singles or doubles, but this is the holy grail right here. Trainer Tower. This is a site made by the VGC community, as in top players, people who are supporters, commentators, things like that. This is a community site, base site. They used to be known as Nugget Bridge back in around Gen 6. I think that's the easiest way to like pinpoint timing. Around Gen 6, they're known as Nugget Bridge, and then they moved over to Trainer Tower. Don't ask me why, I forgot the reasoning. But this site, I use this for almost everything. This site is great. For example, resources. They teach you about upcoming VGC events. They teach you about information so far with the meta. Rental teams. People have posted their own rental teams here. They give you sample spreads if you're new and you are looking for an idea of what to expect with your building. EV training guides. They have the resources here for it. They even have a damage cap, which we'll get into later. Trust me. So they show you like events. Like these events, when they happen, the dates were part of the world they were at. Knoxville Regional was in October. You had the Nat Range special in November. Sao Paulo International. Man, I wish I got to watch that. I really do. I actually like how they be balling out there over there in that country. And the upcoming events, you got Collinsville Regional, February 29th. This is the big boy. I'm looking forward to this. This is in Illinois. Oceania International Championship. That's in February. They got the resources down there. They got EV training guides. Basically teach you how to EV train. So like yeah, they got guides on here. This is actually what I used in the past. Gen 7 I didn't build too much, and I didn't follow the meta as strongly as I should have. So there's some Pokemon I tried out that I wasn't too knowledgeable about. And because of that, I actually didn't know how to go about with the EV training of some of the Pokemon. So the guys are acting stupid. We will click right here. We'll just look at some of the resources we got. They got resources on what's been some of the best lineups statistically from Showdown, from the Global Link, even though we're not using Global Link this generation, so at least I know they got it from Showdown, and from weekly online tournaments that's been happening. So they're saying that these are the most common things you'll see, like combination for weather. You're gonna see Torkoal and not Torkoal. I'm tripping. You see Tyranitar, Excadrill. I see Torkoal down here, and I just got through battling not too long ago. That's why I said that. Tyranitar, Excadrill. So Sand Team is about the most common thing you're gonna see out there. Number 2 is Barraskewda and Pelipper. People have been playing or following since Gen 4 all the way up to Gen 8. You probably thought it would be Pelipper, Ludicolo. Nope, things have changed. Trick Room, Indeedee, and Hatterini. Other Trick Room Pokemon you see together would be Torkoal and Rhyperior. Both can learn it, so I don't know why they listed it like that. Strong combinations. Whimsicott, Arcanine. Standard is Braviary with the Excadrill because you could get up to speed or you could get up to defenses with either one of them. Rotom with the Arcanine, great type coverage. It teaches you like the different things, and then they go in depth about everything. If you want to see what the thought process is of these teams, like why people are doing it, how to counter it, is really great. They got speed tiers. If you're unsure about speed of Pokemon and how they place, they got a tier list to show you like this Pokemon's the fastest in the game when it has these parameters. This is fast. This is fast. This is what you got to worry about. Pretty great. I could go on all day about this, but yeah, like here it is. They got resources showing you like how to get to Pokemon Showdown, usage stats. There's a damage calc on here, but we're gonna stick to the main source. They even got articles written by players who are members of the community. Whether it's articles written by the players themselves or whether they got interviewed, they got all the information down here. They got news and resources on when things are happening, tournaments, the results of tournaments. But we're gonna come over here and we're gonna check out the damage calc and the survival calc. For anybody who's building teams, it's gonna be pretty important. This is the survival calc. I don't use it too much personally, but this is pretty good to come over here. So I use it whenever there's a Pokemon I've never tried out before, or I'm battling against Pokemon I've never really seen used too much, and I want to know how to counter against it. And or in your guys' case, maybe you're brand new. I'll come over here. We'll put down a Pokemon. Like, I guess we'll just stick to Scrafty. We'll do Scrafty, and that's my Scrafty is the. Actually, no. We'll use Grimmsnarl. Do they have Grimmsnarl updated yet? Wow, they don't. Okay, let's try. We'll do Gastrodon, Charizard, and we'll say Gastrodon use Scald. So here it is. If I wanted to guarantee that we'll live it while maximizing my EVs, if I go 212 on the HP and I put 44 in Spadef, Charizard will live. As in, I have 252 to do whatever I want with it. That's me minimizing HP. I can calculate it again, and it'll be 252 HP for Spadef. We're guaranteed to live a Scald, and then again, 252 we could use anywhere else. That's a pretty good, useful guide if you want to use it for battling against, a certain Pokemon and learn how to defend against them. That could be a really useful tool. And then there's the big boy, Damage Calc. Damage Calc is really great. It's a nice resource. It actually tells you like the calculations you should worry about when you're using Pokemon. So let's go with a very fun Pokemon, Barraskewda. We'll do Barraskewda, and we will do Grimmsnarl. So right here, they'll let you pick everything out. It looks pretty daunting at first, but it's not that bad. So Barraskewda, Grimmsnarl. It says right here up the top like how much damage they'll do on a low roll and a high roll. You could put on there like if it's a crit. So look at this liquidation, 58.4%. Let's say in the event it crits, they'll do 87. Of course, you don't want to bank on crits because that's not how Pokemon's play. You're not guaranteed a crit every turn. So we can put it right here. We can put it like it's in the rain. In the rain, our attack goes up. If it's normal weather, we're 58. If it's sun, 28%. It's the highest we'll do. Play Rough by Grimmsnarl is guaranteed to KO if it's max HP, max attack. However, this is not counting for an item. Let's say we give Life Orb to Barraskewda, 75% versus we can still get KO'd with 100%. Yeah, this is pretty much a great weight resource. You can put down like the max moves. The downside is you gotta put down their base power, so you might have to check Cerebi, see the base power of the different moves. And yeah, it's a great resource. It tells you like, oh, if I'm in singles or doubles, the Pokemon are level 50 already. Let's say Pokemon like Excadrill comes in and uses Earthquake. Earthquake, 138% damage. Yeah, it teaches you all this little stuff. I wish I'd go more in depth, but this is about as good as it gets. The Dynamax, this is also flawed. Like I said, you gotta put the max move down below to get the proper results. But as a Dynamax, it shows that we're guaranteed to live anything that comes our way from Excadrill nonetheless. Also, I forgot with Showdown. One thing about Showdown is, I don't know if they fixed it yet, but there was some issues going on with the terrains. Like there was calcs that were changed with terrains and different data within the game, and we don't know if they fixed it yet. So they probably did. It's been about a month. They probably didn't. Who cares? We're using this as not a measuring stick of skill, using it just to try out new things. I don't think you guys watching this video. It's pretty long. This is just some of the stuff I use to go about my team building and things like that. Other than that, guys, about to get out of here and enjoy life. They just fell open. Like I said, close them. So bye. If you got any questions, well, first things first, if you got any questions about these sites, click on the links down below and figure it out yourself. If you got any other questions about future stuff, then sure. Bye.